So my name is Yvonne Mushonga, and I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and I'm representing HIV Ireland.
I am Cynthia. I'm coming from Ireland, and where I'm living with advanced breast cancer.
My name is Mike Flynn. I'm from Switzerland and Ireland, and I'm actually representing myself here.
I am Letizia from Italy. I'm also here representing myself as a fibromyalgic patient.
So the valuable lessons that I've learned here, it's so valuable and very informative. And it's something that I have done for the first time. And it is amazing meeting different people from different cultures and backgrounds. And it's so wonderful to see people from different backgrounds with the different ailments that they're presenting. And for myself, I present people living with HIV, and I'm a support worker. So it's something new to learn from them and what they can learn from me as well.
It is a little challenging, but in the same way, really powerful. And I would say a safe space where you can learn and connect.
So for me, what has been valuable about it is obviously the personal exchange, which is really good to hear the different experiences and to be able to share my own experiences and get some feedback on that is very valuable. What I find a little bit goes under in this from my own perspective is a little bit of prevention. So of course we talk about diseases and different problems with patients, but not about how it gets to that stage and what could be done more there. So I'd like to get some feedback on that in the coming days from the participants. Yes.
I think the program is overall valuable. That maybe is a naive comment, but from my perspective, a young adult that is trying to, fight also against chronic pain and also to improve mental wellness, having the opportunity of sharing perspective, having feedback from patient, and not only patient, but also people, caregivers in general, all the stakeholders somehow that work for patient, for a more patient perspective healthcare system. So I think it is a good starting point to promote and make our voice louder.
What has been challenging for this program is trying to gather all the information that you're hearing from other people and try to see if you can get just a little bit of it, because at times it becomes overwhelming because so many people have different ideas and so many input. So trying to figure out which one will align with you, that's what I find challenging. But overall, it's been a good experience because I think in life you need to be challenged. And I think I've risen up to that challenge because now I can see where I can do going forward in the future on how I can communicate and hear and retain that information.
Yes, process all the information, especially if you have, like me, not so much experience. These can be really challenging, but it's good because you have different perspectives, and so these collaborate for you, have a better scenario, better view.
So the challenge for me is on the one side the amount of information. Good thing is it's put into a structure, so it's easier to sort of assimilate where it belongs and where it goes. But secondly, I would find the biggest challenge for me is the gap between theory and practice. So we hear this is how things should work or ideally would work, but it's great to hear also from all the participants in all the different countries how it actually works in the practice and sometimes doesn't work at all. And this I find very challenging to bring together. So I'm really looking forward to see, when I'm involved more, is it more working the way it should be, or is it going to not work at all, and what can I do to make it work? Yeah, that would be my side.
So what is challenging? For me, it was challenging just to, structure all the information and maybe to understand to concretize most of the actions locally. But I mean, it is also a personal challenge. I really want to fight.
I think from what we gathered as a group, some of them had different opinions because, for example, in the UK, they have so many stuff that are ready for them, and then other places they don't have. So that's a challenge. So I think when you're having a conversation with somebody who has the knowledge and everything is there at the fingers of their tip, it's easier for them to, say, oh, we get this, we get that. So their perspective is different from somebody that's coming from a place where they don't have those things. So it's a challenge for them. So it was interesting to hear that, so that at least maybe as a person or as a group, they will come together and make a discussion and see whether you can all come together and learn from that, from what UK is doing, and the UK can learn from them as well, so that we never know tomorrow something like that can happen. So I think it was a good communication and engagement that helped to shape these groups that we did.
Yes, diversity is the key for everything. So it's really good you have different perspectives and you start to see things not only as a patient, but sometimes with other view. And this is bring the conversation and the process really richer.
For me in the group, it's really amazing to see how being a patient, each one being a patient, how it actually influences like the attitude and the experience and what they bring to the table. And I've noticed reflected in my own situation, being also a patient and telling my experience, how much my own personal experience influence what I bring to the group and what I say and what I take from it. And this is an amazing mix that you can see, just you can't leave your individual experience behind you. You become part and package of that, and that's the amazing thing that comes together in the group and creates a certain dynamic in the different groups. Yeah.
I think that my experience as a patient helped shape the discussion by opening different perspectives. Not only as a patient, but maybe also as a young adult, and bringing on the table also discussion on mental wellness that I think that is, collateral to each kind of diseases. And also I went out my own bubble, having different perspectives. So I think it is fundamental to understand that surely we are framed in our own diseases, but there are different voices that can help us to understand or to reflect in a more empathic way also to other patients that have very diverse symptoms, diverse attitude of life. So it was, I think, a double way to shape my own discussion inside my mind, but also the general discussion together.
I think the impact of the program for me was empowering. It's been so empowering to see and to learn from each and everybody that came in. And I didn't think there would be so many people, but oh my God, so many different diverse group of people, and we all kind of gelled as if we've known each other. I know we've met online studying, but meeting people in person saying, oh, do you remember me? That was very inspiring for me.
Yeah, I would describe as like opening a door for a new universe that if I didn't know how it was so huge when I described myself in the program. So yes, it's a new universe, I would say.
Describing in one word is very difficult, so I'll try with two, max three. But I would say first awareness, so create a lot of awareness, and that led actually to a lot of engagement, so I feel it very engaging.
It is difficult for me to describe in just one word or a short sentence, so I thought of two words. The first one is empowering. The second one is maybe grounded, which means that it is a real starting point to concrete act. And so it gives you all the tools to understand really what to do. Yeah, I would like to ask if there was an intervention, a sentence, a reflection, a comment that, let's say, bring to your mind some emotion of different point of view and trigger something in your mind as a patient, as a person.
I think for me, not just answering for as a patient, but working with people living with HIV, I think for me, the thing that I got today was communication. It is so important and it's powerful because I think communication, we use it in our own everyday life. So if you want to have information, be honest about it, be truthful about it. Sometimes as humans, we don't want to hear the truth, but when we hear it, it might hurt us, but you learn from that. So that's what I got from today. So hopefully, as the next 2 days, we'll see.
For me, maybe it was a little bit inspiring, like where I come from. I'm talking about Ireland, where I originally come from. People don't usually talk about diseases. At least in my generation growing up, it was always like, we don't talk about that, or somebody has something. I remember my grandmother she spoke about the big C, and I always asked, what's the big C? Of course, it was cancer, but it was never mentioned. And I think here it sort of really brought to light that people have nothing to lose to speak openly about their situation and their disease, and only that way can something be done about it, and you can help. And I can really feel that here with everybody who is speaking openly about their situation, and that is cool, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's understanding that the patient is the center. The patient is the center of all, all the care and all the regulations, and is this pillar that we have we need to have in mind.